We just got so used to grooving to that song, we almost forget to even do stuff. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Bacchus, one of your co-hosts for the morning show.
I'm Jamal Smith, another co-host, along with...
Hey, y'all. It's Toni. Good morning.
Welcome to episode 167. This was the Toni Talks section. And unfortunately, we will have to reschedule with the previously scheduled guest. They had some matters to take care of. So today we're going to kind of fly at the seat of our pants.
No, we're not. We're going to talk about our events that's coming up. So we always have a plan. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I had Veronica Jones scheduled for today from the Altadena Historical Society. And just this morning, she needed to go to the doctor with her husband. And she just found out this morning. So she called in from the doctor's office. And she said, first she was like, do I need my camera? And I was like, yeah, pretty much, right? And then she said they were going to be moving like from one office or one location at the hospital to the other. So that's when I offered to just reschedule. I'll send her some dates in the coming weeks and to reschedule, because obviously for anyone, especially if it's a family member or spouse or yourself, your health is way more important than being on a podcast or anything else. And it's her husband. So I just, wanted to extend her some grace and tell her, hey, we can reschedule this. And so that's what we'll do. So, so we will instead today have the open mic show where we talk about anything that you all as the audience wants to talk about. And we will talk about upcoming events that we are planning this month, next month, and November.
The following month.
Yeah, we also hope everything is cool.
Absolutely.
With her husband and everything, and look forward to having her come on soon. What am I looking at? I'm going to do something over here. All right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I know it's unrelated to the fires and what we usually talk about, but I'm very happy that today is the first day of NFL. First day of football. It's a good thing. Cowboys and Eagles. Not fans of either of them.
Go Birds!
But of the two, I'm definitely going to go for the Eagles. Definitely not a Cowboys fan. But
I think the Cowboys should join the lingerie league.
The lingerie league?
Yeah, my daughter
every year it's the same thing.
My daughter Hannah is a big Eagles fan, and when she had to go back for work either last year, year and a half ago, obviously she went to the stadium after work and saw a game, and so I root for them because of my child, especially if it's against the Cowgirls. So yeah,
I guess all right. I guess we know where everybody stands with the Cowboys.
Oh man, don't nobody fool the Cowgirls or the Faders.
I'm a Fader fan. I'm a Fader fan.
That's fine. You
All
can be
day.
a Fader fan.
All day.
Yeah.
He said, wait a second, slow your roll there, slow your roll.
Oh no, I'm just acknowledging my squad. I'm trying
Absolutely.
to die. I don't give a crap.
You don't
As
don't
you
pollute.
Because let me tell you something. My squad is the Tennessee Titans, and we are bottom of the barrel, but I'm still rocking with them.
You and Keith Pittman.
Right.
Oh,
right.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keith,
I know.
we've been to games at the same time, tailgating and all that when they come to LA. But yeah, I'm a rock with my Titans, and I will be straight up like we suck right now, right, or whatever. But I'm definitely not a Cowgirl, or I'm gonna be honest. That's my team, but I am a player fan. Even with basketball, baseball, whatever, I will root for players that to me have great character and integrity. That's more important to me than talent or whatever. So I look at players and I will watch them, or ones that they be trying to play games with, like how they tried to play Sadur, right? In the draft and all of that. And he got out there and he's been doing his thing. He's got a little injury or whatever. But even Shiloh just got picked up by the Eagles, right? So super excited for that game tonight. And we'll be cheering on not the Dirty Birds, because that's Atlanta. That's one of my son's teams. But the Green Eagles back there in Philly. So
Yeah, it's been a long time. I always, there's a drought in good sports after basketball finishes and football finishes. Baseball for me doesn't get interesting until the playoffs because
oh my
there's just
God, I
far
love
too many
baseball.
games.
I'll go to a baseball game before I watch a basketball or go to a basketball game. And we are Dodger diehards in my family. We're gonna watch. We're gonna go to the Dodger game. We're gonna watch the Dodger game. All of that. So, yeah, I'll do that first. You all excuse me if I sound super nasally. I am. I had a protein shake yesterday, trying to up my protein. Usually, I just drink my clear protein that's mixed in with my water. But had a protein shake yesterday that was milk based. Some Oiko shake, and now all mucusy and nasally. Woke up, it's like in here I feel sinusy. I'm like, good grief. So I will not be having those again. But other than that, like, I feel okay. I just probably sound and will be sniffling like I'm not, but I am. So yeah, let's jump right into these events.
Well, I'm nasally like normal, so just sharing that. So nothing new, no true explanation, just what it is.
But I have my mullein right here because this would be in my water too.
That's for respiratory, right? That's good
mucus,
stuff.
All that. Yes, mullein takes it all away.
Oh, and the sinuses too?
Oh, absolutely. So this will go in my water, and I will be having, or my green smoothies that I'm having. But yeah, mullein will knock out all that stupid, stuff. But yeah, we can jump right into some of the events that we are planning. I'm waiting on Brian to tell me that he has spoken with and fully confirmed the event later this month, so I can create the flyer and QR code or whatever. But our plans are to have an event at State Corral in Whittier, the original one, which we've spoken about a few times. On the 27th, if I'm not mistaken, of this month.
Yeah, sorry, I'm doing my stuff that I normally do when you're talking to the guests.
Yeah, so on the 27th, we are planning the State Corral event. So anybody that grew up Altadena, Pasadena, and your parents took you to State Corral, or those of you that might be a little older than us that took us to State Corral, we always talk about, because we miss State Corral on Lake. We miss the bread, the Texas toast. We miss the trays. Remember, we used to do like this and almost slide them because it was a rail.
It still is.
Right. And you go down the rail and get your stuff, whether it's salad bar or whatever. Yeah. But there's the original State Corral in Whittier. And so we are going to State Corral on the 27th and inviting any and everyone from Altadena, Pasadena area that remembers and misses it to go. So Brian had to call the man back yesterday, and I guess he did, but I just need the full.
He's a little busy. I'm gonna have to drive over there.
Okay, so when I get the full confirmation, we will have that, because not that you have to pay us anything. You bring your own money to eat at State Corral, but we will have a link or QR code so you can at least like RSVP and say you're going to come, because we do need to let him know how many people. I think it seats 115 for the area that we would have, but we want to make sure that we tell him how many people, if it's going to be 50, if it's going to be at capacity or whatever. And then so that's September 27th. A month later, on October 25th, I finally confirmed this yesterday, but I do have to do some paperwork. But we have the date. The Altadena Talks podcast will be hosting and having at they call it Lower Loma, but at Loma Alta Park, the lower side that's below Palm, below the tennis courts, we're going to be having an event with some kind of music. I don't know if we'll have a band or a DJ. I know if we say a band, Michael Hagan will be like, I'll be there, because he's been all over the place. I'm going to talk to Jackie, see if, and I'm going to call my cousin too, see if he'll do something. But either way, we'll have some nice music, and then it's going to be a barbecue cook-off. So for right now, for certain, who do we have? What's that? Because I put something in there yesterday. We definitely have
Big Squeak from Roscoe's Ono Barbecue, which stands for Ohio, New Orleans. Who else we got?
Uncle Niles Barbecue from Los Angeles. He will be there. That's a cousin of mine. I gotta get in touch and see again with Kim to see if her brother Michael is going to participate or not. And then you said you were going to reach out to your other buddy who you showed.
Yeah, I'm going to call him today because he's actually
Ribs in LA.
One of his relatives is actually did a groundbreaking with Kendra for one of her new house, rebuild home.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Elaine. He would love to do it. He just wants to, I just got to make sure if he has the day off.
Yeah, so it will be on Saturday. And the thing about October, November events, the park wants everything kind of done and shut down or whatever around 4, because by the end of October, it'll be dark at 4, right? So we'll start things between 10 and 10:30ish or whatever, but you can come out. We will have a registration QR code because you will have to purchase a ticket. Your ticket will then get you can go to any of the barbecue people and purchase the meal that you want from them. So more details to come on that later, but we are going to be having that event on the 25th of October. And then our biggest event, and we do have a flyer for it, but it will be on November 22nd. And we have the QR code to register and just to RSVP. You don't have to pay for this event. We do have some sponsors. We do have another QR code that we will bring up at another time to talk about anyone who wants to sponsor, whether it's a company or individuals or whatever. But we are having a Day of Thanks luncheon, a celebration luncheon, a community luncheon for Altadenians on November 22nd, which is the Saturday prior to Thanksgiving. It will be in the big gym at Loma Alta Park from 11:30 to 2 p.m. There will be also a resource fair with some of the sponsors having booths. Also, in conjunction with LA County, for the children, there will be a harvest festival. So parents can bring their kiddos out. There will be face painting and some other things for the little people. And we will prioritize for the luncheon our seniors, because if they weren't here in Altadena, none of us would be here. So we will make sure that they are fed. And everybody is going to leave with a little token from us as well. We will not tell what that is today, but if you are registered, you will be leaving with a token that will help you and your family for your Thanksgiving meal the following week. So, we hear a lot of people saying money that was given isn't going into the hands of, actual survivors of the fire. But at this event, money will be, or the token will be given to people who have survived the fire, renters and homeowners. So yeah, those are some of the events that are coming up. We will continue to talk about them. We will show the QR codes and the flyers, and we'll see what's what. Who is sniffling? Because that is not me.
That's Jamal.
Is it?
I told you.
I know. I was like, wait, I know that I'm sniffling today. I never hear Jamal sniffle.
Sounds like a train getting ready to take off.
I feel it in here, right? But I'm not.
Sorry about that.
No, it's not good because we just.
Anyone in vacuums?
Right. We just talked about it.
Hey, if I knew it would work, I would do it.
Not me. What is
Do you want me to put up that flyer? Because I wasn't sure if we were done with it. That's why I didn't bring it up.
You know what?
I remember you.
Go on and put it up. It's a work in progress only for the partners and sponsors, but we're good with it, right? Like, this is the event. There's just some of our partners and sponsors. I've got to email them some stuff today. Not sure. I put the LA Dodgers logo on there. Not sure if they're going to be one. That's why I said it's a work in progress. But for certain, that is the event. There is a QR code, and we will most definitely be having that available to people so you can begin to register for the event. because we will have a capacity that will let you know when it's closed down. But we want people to come see one another from the community, especially if you're displaced in another city or town, near, and be there and see your neighbors and have a beautiful Thanksgiving style lunch, right? To sit, to relax, to be celebrated, and just have a real nice day of gratitude and thanks within the community. So that's what we are purposed to do, and we will be doing.
So is this for Altadena folks only?
It is not for Altadena folks only, meaning if you happen to come with someone, but to register, we do want you to have an Altadena address. I know that there will be people that houses burn down, maybe in Pasadena or Sierra Madre, that it's, possible that they'll register or whatever. We'll have to kind of do those as one-offs, but the bulk of the people, I am quite sure, will be Altadenians. So we do want you to have proof of your address for Altadena, because that is the bulk of the people that were affected and their homes burned down, whether they were owners or renters. So this is a day of thanks for our community, which will include Pasadenians and Sierra Madreans as well. Does that make sense?
So yeah, that's perfect. I just wanted to make sure. I was looking at the form and it was very light, so that's why I was asking.
Yep.
Mom's is on today. Oh, watch out! I gotta watch
yours.
P's and Q's. Yeah.
Your mom?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You say moms. That could be my mama. That could be your mom.
That is true.
But I speak now. Say Barbara Bacchus. Hi, Miss Barbara. You know what? I am looking at the form, and I do have Altadena address, but I'm wondering if I should put Altadena, Pasadena, or Sierra Madre, because that is part of the community as far as who was burned down. Yeah. I have a feeling even if I do that, it's primarily going to be Altadena people that show up and that register.
I'm in the wrong section.
You're putting those in the private chat.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm like, wait a second, it ain't popping up. I'm doing a bad job today.
Oh, that's for the who's watching, and then the Day of Thanks. So we do have that. If you want to pull that up, Jamal, for anyone that may want to sponsor.
Yeah, that link.
We have several sponsorship levels for the event.
That one I just put a Day of Thanks on the talks.
And the sponsors are not for
Drums,
people to be able to eat per se. We do have a campaign, and we say we're trying to raise $50,000. We just did it big because the more that we get, the more all of that money will go directly to people that are registered and show up, because we're trying to do gift cards and some other stuff. So that will go. We as Altadena Talks are using part of our money that we got from Fire Aid as their sponsorship to put into this for catering and all of that. But anyone who wants to sponsor can. Those are the sponsorship levels. If you are a corporation, we know we've talked to some law firms. We know we've talked to some builders that have said we want to be part of it. And so these are the sponsorship levels. The more the merrier, because I said anything that comes in is going right back out. So that's why we have that for the sponsors.
Yeah, so all you sponsors out there in Altadena podcast land, we want you.
Yep, we do.
The cool thing is we do offer the monthly as well as the one-time donation option. So, if you want to be reoccurring, I think that'd be really helpful as well. If you don't have that large chunk of money you want to give up front. But if you do, definitely choose one of these. And there are definite benefits to selecting these that'll actually come about. So definitely consider it. If you have any questions, give us a call. You can send us an email. Let's chop it up and figure out what we need to do to get you to
So Brian, basically what your mama said, what you're not going to do is put her on blast, because you send her daily notices and she's a former Altadenian 1980 to 82. So her heart is here with us. So don't be every time she pops on. Basically, every time she pops on, you'll be like, "Oh, Mama's on." That's because she's getting.
She doesn't come on all the time though when I invite her.
I know, but when she does, so she's letting you know.
I know. No, she's putting me on blast. You know she does that, right? Well, you sent me the thing. I stopped my TV movie to watch your show. Okay.
That's the whole point. Got you, Miss Bacchus. I knew what you meant when you said Altadena, although that says Alternuan, whatever. I knew what you meant.
Because she's typing real fast. You know, everybody does that.
Yeah. So and we get it, right? Like anyone who's lived in Altadena, whether they're moved away, whether they're outside of California or even the country, once you've been in Altadena, your heart is always with Altadena because it is such an incredibly special place to live and for us to have grown up and lived and all of that. So, we definitely understand. We know your heart is there. And if you want to come, register. If not, you want to do a $25 to sponsor somebody, you can do that too, Miss Bacchus. But
I end up bringing her a plate.
So register yourself and however many, you're bringing. And then, hi, Kim Green. Stop messing with your mama beat, right? That's why I did it. That's why I was like, no, what she's saying is she's going to put him on blast and check him real quick in front of all of us. Because everybody know that's what our mothers do.
See, I told you.
Netflix.
I think she said meant Orange is the New Black or something.
Oh, yeah, probably. She's typing fast. That's okay.
Yeah, that's where I learned it from.
So those are the events that are coming up. The 27th of this month, our big Saturday at Steak Corral. We will have that in the next day or two. Once Brian talks to the man, I'll do the flyer, the QR code, all of that. It may not be that we talk about it tomorrow, but for sure Monday, and we'll have it available so people can begin registering. We'll put it on our Facebook page. And then October 25th, the big barbecue cook-off. Kim, I left you a message about that yesterday to see if your brother wants to participate or at least have a booth with his daggone sauces, which are so off the chain because I need some new sauce. And then November 22nd, which is our Day of Thanks, that Altadena Talks Foundation and Podcast is sponsoring and hosting for Altadenians to come together and have a wonderful pre-Thanksgiving meal or Thanksgiving meal the Saturday prior. And people will leave with a little something from us so that it helps towards their Thanksgiving meal with their family that next week. And just all for us to show, like, even though our town burned down, the quickness with which everything is happening, meaning the debris being cleared, there's another one of them pictures, Jamal. You see how he's looking? Bruh. I don't think he got you that time, but or he might have. We'll see in a second. But excuse me. He did. He got got him again. Because he be looking up at the monitors. Now he's like, I'm just gonna look straight ahead. Okay, Kim, good. Yeah, ask your bro if he wants to participate in that. So far on board, we have Big Squeak as from Brian, I guess, speaking with him yesterday about clones called Orphan Black. Oh, okay. And then Uncle Niles, he's coming from LA, and possibly Ribs in LA as well. Brian's gonna make that call and we'll see. And we want to have 4 to 5 of the.
I'm giving you this
don't be giving this finger to people.
This is the finger. Giving you the finger, Jamal.
The ring finger to everybody. Jamal, to you. And so that's.
Look, I'm gonna start doing like this.
As far as events to help bring community together and have a really good time. So 2 of them will be at Little Mountain Park and 1 will be in Whittier at Steak Corral. And we'll have all those on everything very, very soon.
So after this, we'll be broke. So all you people that was complaining about that we got the money, well, we won't have it anymore. So that means you're going to have to give us more money so we can help more people instead of complaining about it in these groups. I had a guy say, it should go to the victims. And I asked him, are you registered as a victim? Because there's a lot of victims that have gotten a lot of money from being registered with the Red Cross, with FEMA, with all these other grant places that were given with business grants. So I think a lot of these people are ostriches and have their head in the sand when it comes to certain things. But as soon as somebody gets something, all of a sudden they pull their head out of the sand and go, why did they get it? What's going on? I'm like,
so I think the biggest thing, I know we've spoken about this, but I think people do not understand how nonprofits work. And when you have something like Fire Aid LA, or is that what it was called? Yeah. LA Fire Aid LA, raise $100 million or whatever. People literally have blamed our governor, saying that he mismanaged it and didn't give the money out. He had absolutely nothing to do with it.
No.
It came through the Annenberg Foundation, and it's such a trip that Miss Annenberg just passed away last month. And so she wanted, because her heart was with Palisades and Altadena, she wanted people to have this money. Now, mind you, Palisades, Altadena, Pasadena, Sierra Madre, Malibu, right? We're all affected by these fires.
And Hollywood Hills.
And where?
Hollywood Hills.
Okay, there were a few in Hollywood Hills. So 6 places, right? Cities, towns, whatever. And so that $100 million literally has been given to organizations that are helping people in all of those areas. Mm-hmm. People had the misunderstanding or potentially the entitlement to think that that $100 million was raised to then give them money to rebuild their house, which is the most mind-boggling thing on the planet to me, because Fire Aid is a nonprofit organization. Nonprofit organizations, and I will say this again, cannot just give you money without having you fill out a W-9, and then you will get a 1099 or something for your taxes next year to say, this is now taxable income because we gave you 10 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand, whatever, right? People don't understand that. And because they don't, because most people would be like, oh, I got 100,000 from Fire Aid to help with my house. But then that moves you into a whole new tax bracket. Trust, you don't want that. So the way to avoid that is Fire Aid's big pot. They now have people, and we've seen the website because we've talked about it, and they're doing it in 3 rounds, and they're giving to other nonprofit organizations. And then the nonprofits can give it to people in amounts, which is, I believe, under $15,000, that they don't have to do the W-9 and be taxed on. So if you get a gift card for $1,000, or you got one from, remember when everybody in the very beginning was going over down to the convention center and over to PHS, Victory Park, from CAL FIRE. CAL FIRE has this fund, and they were giving people $250 gift cards per household, right? And Brian, you were one household, but you lived in a house renting from someone, so she was a different household. And so you literally, 2 people in the house that lived under the same roof but were different households could have gotten those. Whether you got shoes, backpacks, air purifiers, whatever.
I mean, don't forget, Red Cross was giving out 3,500 in 2 rounds.
On the spot.
Kaiser was giving out 2,500 gift cards at the one location in Los Robles and Walnut.
And Walnut, exactly.
But none of you guys paid attention to that. There was, we knew about everything because we were looking at the Pasadena Now. We were looking at Star News. We were looking at everything, every place where people were talking about things. You had a lot of startups, nonprofits, and they were actually out there doing things. The one guy that's right there on, I think it's 2150 Glen Rose, that house right there that didn't burn down out of all the other houses that burned down, they've been a nonprofit for 2 or 3 years.
Right, and he's giving stuff every week, just like
we've been announcing it.
And everything, right? People are, yes, being given grants. And when people say it's not being put in the hands of those whose houses burned down, that's not true. It's not being given to you the way you expected it or you want it to be. But if you have gone anywhere and signed up for anything and gotten a gift card, or like we said, bottles of water, purifier, all that stuff costs money. Some places got donations of it, but others didn't. They got the cash, they went and bought it, and then they're giving it to the community. So that's where this money went. People keep saying, oh, it was mismanaged. Oh, it's going to nonprofits and it's going to their overhead. We don't have overhead for our nonprofit. We are a full compliance nonprofit. We don't have a bunch of overhead, meaning Brian, myself, or Jamal get paid.
Yeah, we're not getting a salary.
The only things we have paid for are what it costs us to put this on every day, 5 days a week, because the platform costs. Making sure that we're in compliance. We've had to pay some things, for our foundation, stuff like that. But that is what we were given the $100,000 for, was to keep us going. They said for at least the next 2 years. So when Brian says once we do these events or this luncheon, we'll be broke. No, we won't be broke per se, because the bulk of the money we received is going to this podcast. But we did set aside some money so we could give to a nonprofit of our choice, the three of us, $5,000. So that's $15,000. I gave to Team Rubicon because they are going out, putting up fencing. They're buying all the materials and all of that. And since it's my community, I gave right back to them because I serve with them. Brian is giving his 5 to different org, and Jamal is doing to the choice of his. So that's 15 of our 100,000, but they're all nonprofits. So that's perfectly fine to go from one nonprofit to another. And then we will use a chunk of it to help with this. Additionally, we have sponsors that are going to help match some of the funds that we will use for this dinner. So just in all transparency, that is what we are doing. That's how we're doing it. And the portion that we can use to go back to the community, not only to have the dinner, to pay for the food and things like that, but we are going to be giving gift cards out. So the amount that we give to each person that comes will be determined based on our sponsorships and what we choose to do. So the more we get, the more we give directly to the community.
That's why we got that link going across the bottom right there. You see that? We need your help every day. We need your help every day. So that
people know this is our transparency moment and what we're doing with it. So,
and if you go to that website right there that I just popped up and go to the financials page, I bet you no other nonprofit in Altadena is showing you this. We're showing you our nonprofit information for the financials. You can download our, determination letter. You can see where we're compliant on Candid and all these other apps. We're not playing with this. This is something that we're serious about. So as you can see right there, all you have to do is click on, there's our annual report from January to June because it's a fiscal year. There's our 501c3 certification, the programs where a lot of your donations will be going, and our candidate profile. So all you have to do is click on that and see what's going on here. So I challenge other nonprofits to do the same, but I'm not part of the nonprofits, those nonprofits. So we all each have our own set of skills, and we utilize those in different ways to come together to make sure that this podcast and all the things that we do outside of this is for the benefit of Altadena residents, straight out. And you can take that to the bank. We always like to quote some kind of movie.
So, Jamal, are you ready for announcements?
Always. Let's get to it.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Just got to get ready. Here we go. All right, everybody. Here we go for the announcements for today, the 4th of September. We're going to start with the Altadena Community Center, which is serving as the survivor support location. They are located at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And there are several services that are there for you. If you have some questions, you can reach out to them directly at 626-398-6174. And we do have the LA County One Stop Permit Center as well. This is at 464 West Woodbury Road, Suite 210. And they actually are available for walk-in hours Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30. But you can also set up appointments. There's a couple different ones you can do. One is for the rebuild consultation, and it's for individuals or small groups. Those are available Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., as well as Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. The other appointment you can schedule is with the Southern California Edison Planner. They have those appointment dates or days of the week as Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to noon. In order to set this appointment up, you do have to go to the website recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding/1-stop-permit-centers. Once you're on the page, it'll be evident where you go to set up the appointment. So you go ahead and do it there. And then, as usual, the next slide is about fee waivers and refunds. LA County, for those who are unaware, are waiving or refunding permit fees for homeowners rebuilding after the Eaton and Palisades fires. So basically, if you're a homeowner who's already paid your permit fees, you can have them refunded. If you're a homeowner who has yet to pay those fees, you can have them waived. To qualify, though, you must demonstrate that you both owned and lived in the property prior to the 7th of January of this year. Now, there are certain projects which qualify or are eligible for this refund or waiver, and those are replacement single-family homes that were destroyed by the Eaton or Palisades fire, and that does include accessory structures such as garages, ADUs, pools, etc. In addition, if you have an ADU that's utilized for temporary occupancy during the rebuilding, that does qualify as well. Now, unfortunately, commercial property, rentals, multifamily, or temporary housing projects, in addition to properties that were not damaged by fires, those are not eligible for the refund or the waiver of the permit fees. Now, to get this, to get the waiver or the refund, you do have to fill out a form. You can get that form by scanning the QR code on the screen, or you can go to recovery.lacounty.gov/fee-waivers-and-refunds. And you can fill out the form directly online and attach it to an email going to recovery@planning.lacounty.gov, or you can print it and walk it into the office and turn it in, and you only need one for all the departments. Calasis Mortgage Fund is providing 3 months of mortgage payments up to a maximum of $20,000. This is for anyone whose primary residence was destroyed or is considered uninhabitable due to the Eaton or Palisades fire or any other qualified disaster between the dates of the 1st of January of 2023 and the 8th of January of 2025. You also have to own and occupy the home with up to 4 units, and there is a maximum income limit of $140,700, and that is a combined amount. Now, these are grants that never have to be repaid, and it is free to apply. And if you do get the grant is going to be paid directly to the mortgage servicer and not to you directly. One thing to note is if you do apply, you do have to be prepared to provide mortgage statements, bank statements, share your utility bills, homeowner's insurance or FEMA claim, as well as proof of income. To actually apply, you want to go to calisismortgagefund.org. And if you need assistance, you can get some over the phone by calling 800-501-0019 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And if you actually need some assistance in person, you can go to one of 2 locations. The first is if you're in the LA area, they have a one-stop rebuilding center at 1828 Sawtell Boulevard in LA. And the other one is, of course, the Altadena Community Center, which is 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. You can go there to either location, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., to get in-person application help regarding the Callisis Mortgage Fund. And this is provided by the folks at Neighborhood Housing Services. There we go. All right. There's free medical and mental health clinic. It's provided by the Eaton Health Village, and they're partnering with the LA County Department of Mental Health and several other community organizations to provide free medical and mental health care. The services included are medical consultations, medication refills, and mental health services and case management. You can walk in or come by to schedule an appointment, and those dates that they're available are every Monday and Wednesday from 12 to 5, and the location is 1280 East Washington Boulevard in Pasadena. For questions, you can call 951-595 7032. Let's see. The reason I paused is someone sent me a text saying that there might have been technical difficulties, but I'm not sure if you guys are seeing any issues. No, looks like it's okay.
Not now.
So
The whole screen was like dark gray or black or something like that. But
oh yeah, if it was gray, it was an in-between slide. It was a transition slide.
Got it.
But here we go. So LA Fire Justice, we know that they have several ongoing events. One is Thursday mornings from 10 to 11. That one's almost over, but at their offices at 221 East Walnut Street, Suite 100, you can actually, as an individual, go there for the coffee chat where you can discuss your situation with the folks at LA Fire Justice. And then later on today from 12 to 1 at Pinocchio's Pizza, located at 1449 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena, businesses can actually do the same. And then every first Monday of the month from 6 to 7, they have Mental Health Monday. I'm going to go a little deeper on that in the next slide. So the next Mental Health Monday is this coming up Monday, which is the first Monday of September 8th. So from 6 to 7 at 221 East Walnut Street, Suite 100. The topic is tending to the invisible wound, coping with grief, loss, and the pain of unresolved endings, processing the loss of homes, memories, and disrupted routines. The featured guest speaker is Saba Aroni Lori. Hopefully I pronounced the name right. She's a licensed marriage and family therapist and board certified art therapist. If you have any questions about this, you can reach out to LA Fire Justice at 626-684-3315. And as we emphasized yesterday, please take care of your mental health. If this fits in your schedule and is something that's helpful, please utilize this, or there are many other resources that you can utilize in addition to just talking to someone. But definitely take care of your mental health. It's definitely necessary. And then starting today, there will be Rebuilding Thursdays. There's pop-ups every Thursday at 5 p.m. It's going to be at Fair Oaks Burger. So they're asking what they are rebuilding Altadena, as well as the folks at Fair Oaks Burger. They want you to join them for the first one at 2560 Fair Oaks Avenue in Altadena. It's going to go from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's where neighbors helping neighbors every Thursday in September. Learn how to save the most possible, all while supporting local businesses as we rebuild Altadena. And here's the flyer Brian was referencing yesterday, the Free Farmers Market located at 3541 Brandon Street in Pasadena. Their new hours are 5 p.m. to 6:30, but get there early because, as they always say, or until supplies run out. From what I understand, they run out rather quickly and regularly. So if you want some items, definitely go check them out as early as possible. And then there's a pop-up event Saturday from 9 to 11:30 a.m. at Fair Oaks Burger. We're continually using or utilizing the services they're providing in their location. So kick off your post back to school weekend the right way with a little retail therapy and your friends at Sideca. Check out the cruisers from the guys at Cars and Coffee / Not EV. Meet the team from Genesis Builders, Rebuilding Altadena. Pick up your favorite Altadena swag from us. And again, it's Saturday, 9 to 11:30 at Fair Oaks Square. And what were you saying about this yesterday, V? Sideca?
So it's like a vintage store where you can go buy stuff that's like old looking, like, if you had like a Keep On Truckin' shirt or, but it says stuff like Altadena on it, but it has like the 70s style, 60s style design. I always call it the B-52 store because it looks like people from the B-52 shop there.
That's cool. Sounds like a nice event.
Love Shack, baby!
Mm-hmm. Also, on Saturday, beginning at 6:30 p.m. at 409 Woodbury Road in Altadena, is the Alta Design Works unveiling of the Community Resource Center. They're having a special guest speaker, Dr. Helena Hansen, MD, PhD, professor in the interim chair of psychiatry and biobehavioral sciences from the David Giffen School of Medicine at UCLA. Definitely check that out. And the Here Lay a Home exhibition is continuing through the end of this month. So it's going on until the 28th of September. It's located at the Armory Center for the Arts, 145 North Raymond Avenue in Pasadena. The gallery hours are Fridays from 2 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays 1 to 5 p.m. They are open on Thursdays by appointment only. But definitely check this out. It seems like it's a very nice exhibition.
Yeah, 4 weekends left.
Yep. And then lastly, the rebuild and recovery workshops that are provided by Neighborhood Housing Services and Restore the Legacy Coalition. There are going to be several in the Pasadena area. 2 at the First Church of Nazarene. First of which is this Saturday, and the next one will be the 4th of October. They will each be at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And First Church of Nazarene is located at 3700 East Sierra Madre Boulevard in Pasadena. And then at the Pasadena Presbyterian Church, they will have an event on Saturday, December 13th from 11 to 5. And this is at 585 East Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena. And then lastly, the Center of Hope in LA at 9550 Crenshaw Boulevard in Inglewood, is having both the rebuild and recovery workshops. This will be from 10 a.m. to 1:30 Saturday, November 1st. Some of the items that are going to be available will be interim housing support, low-cost construction project management, technical support to select a general contractor or architect, mission-driven real estate services for whether you want to buy, sell, or rebuild, as well as estate planning for legal services. If you go to nhslacounty.org, you can register on their page. And that's actually it for today. I'll bring everybody back into the...
Brandon. So I sent you a video on WhatsApp. If you could pull that up. It's only 2 minutes long. Basically, I went up to We Out Here yesterday, and I have to tell you guys that Juicy Little has got this thing organized down to a science. She had a meeting with all the volunteers, breaking it down for what they need to do. Everything is so beautifully arranged. The people are now registered with a number so that there's no rushing and nobody gets something and everything. I mean, I'm proud of her. She's doing big things with her young self.
And
you can't see anything right now. Oh.
We do have a new system that
there we go.
Me and Sean have both put together to serve and take care of our youth. Okay? No longer are volunteers.
And she be taking the control, I'm telling you. So I had to get away from that because I don't know if she wanted everybody to hear that.
So I'm up here while Juicy's doing her announcements. I'm going to show y'all just how generous people are when they bring vegetables up here. As you can see, there are a ton of vegetables, and every week they do this. Look at those onions; those bad boys are huge. And I know they're sweet. Bell peppers, the squash. You see all this, right? So you need to get up here and make sure that you are everything.
Which means we are trying to get volunteers to stay more close to the end or help with the end because we have no help. Everyone leaves when the
See
hard
this
part
over
starts.
here. We got Wildflower Chloe girl.
And she was letting them have it.
She's over here giving everybody the.
We just want it to be organized. We want to make sure it's there. And Sean is responsible for you. So when you guys sign in,
See, there's more vegetables here. And now they got clothing. You guys really need to get out here and support this group because they are making sure that they keep it in order. You see the line all the way over there. Organized. I love this.
Of course, Vaco's up there every week volunteering too. So shout out to Vaco. He had him on the show. He's doing big things with the volunteers and the food farmers market. And shout out to Juicy for doing her thing every week since January. 8 months. She's out there. Like she said, we out here for real.
Yeah, she's about her business, man. Definitely.
Yeah,
We appreciate her. Because I know when we were up there for the Boxable event, I went over there and had some of her actual juice, and that juice was amazing. It was very good, very tasty.
Mm-hmm.
So all the stuff she does is really, really cool. One of many folks that are doing great things for the town, and we are very appreciative.
And she needs your support. So if you got vegetables, not if you got vegetables, if you know somebody that has a farm or a distribution center for produce, drop her name in the hat so that she can get a delivery of some stuff. So,
What's it looking like trying to get her on? I know she's crazy busy.
I told her that. I said, she goes, I'm ready. I said, we can't book you until a month now because we already booked. But she goes, I don't like talking on that. I be nervous. I'm like, girl, just be yourself.
So she never responded when I invited her on. That's what's up with getting her on.
Yeah, she's just
Got
crazy
a couple
busy.
times, and I get it. She's super busy, so I'm not getting ready to be like. I don't chase people. When they are able, they can contact back and say, "Hey, I'm ready," or whatever. And I know Brian has talked to her about it, but I've emailed her a couple times and I text her, and I never got responses back. So if you guys want her on, definitely keep talking to her and try to get her on, because she's super busy and doing amazing things out there. So I get it, right? That she's not quite have the availability, right? To
Right. And Altadena is not the only place she serves too. Plus she has a thrift store. Plus she has all this other stuff. So I get it. We might have to do one of those ones where I just pop up on her at a thrift store and we be live and like, okay, so we're standing here.
Yeah, by any means necessary, man. Just get her done. We might have to start doing that with some other folks too, just because, there's a lot of people that are busy.
Right.
Just run up on them, talk to them, maybe edit a quick little something we could show.
We have to do them like Alan Shea. So I'm standing here on the red carpet with, what's your name? I'll be messing with him all the time. I'll call him Inside Edition.
So for the barbecue cook-off, I have a question. Are we going to have a winner? Are we having judges, or are we just having people, share their goods and just let
there will be eat? It's a cook-off, so there will be a first, second, third prize, and there will be judges that we pick from the community.
Yeah, it can't be any of us because we're biased.
Absolutely.
Well,
that's what I was just getting ready to say.
I'm a food eater, so I don't know.
What'd you say, Jamal?
I said I'm a fair food eater, so
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna taste it all anyway, so it's okay. I don't need to be a judge.
yeah. So yeah, it is. It is. Yes, that's the answer. Yes, we will have judges. Yes, there will be first, second, third prizes, and that's it. But no, yeah, and it's gonna be a lot of good food. A lot.
And featured on our blog and our website.
So we're gonna have categories. That's yet to be determined too, like beef,
Best
chicken,
sauce,
pork.
best barbecue, best overall attitude. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. Who's the most laid back? That's gonna go to Squeak.
Oh, definitely.
But anyone who wants to participate has to have their stuff in order. They can't be like, "Oh, I grill from the backyard and I'm gonna just come." You have to have your insurance. You have to have your food handler. You have to have your permit. You have to have a sink. You have to. It has to be legit because the county is gonna make sure that it's that way. So if they want to come and participate, they have to have all their ducks in a row and be like, real deal. You can't just bring a grill and barbecue.
No backyard boogie.
Nope.
So I'll tell you, Smitty, don't come up here with that barbecue grill that looked like the grill's been on there for 3 weeks, all crispy and well done, or like tree bark. No, we don't need that. Yeah, man, but everybody's talking about barbecue. I said people that have no taste buds are suffering from COVID still. Love your barbecue.
What?
Well, we're coming up on that hour deadline limitation. We try to keep our shows short and sweet unless we have guests on. And, of course, we let them out the floor. But as usual, we thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. And thank Marcus for thanking us.
Thank you, Marcus, for thanking us, for thanking you for thanking you, and thanking us. And we thank you for thanking us. Thank you.
And
but even on top of that, like Marcus always is so encouraging. He'll send us a group text like, y'all, for real, with saying this type of stuff. And sometimes it's exactly on time because we do this in and out 5-6 days a week or whatever, right? And yes, it's a labor of love, but
there's a labor to it too.
We have our own lives on top of this and jobs and all of that. And so sometimes when we do get a lot of flack and people not acknowledging that this is really a labor of love, right? There's some expectations, again, goes back to some of these entitled folks, but expectations of us that they should not have, other than we show up here every day, right? And we do everything we can to get most accurate information out to the community. And so, Marcus, thank you for always sending us things and being encouraging and all of that. Because there's some days, last week, Brian was like, I'm tired. I'm not doing nothing. And there have been days where I'm like, when we get all the flack, where it's like, well, we could just quit. Not that we are quitters and we would not.
Right.
But especially when we heard everybody mad because, we got the grant. It's like, whatever, because we didn't apply for it. It was given it to us. And because people see value. And so thank you, Marcus, for always chiming in and saying that, because a lot of times that's the motivation that we may need right at that time.
Thank you, Hallmark.
Yeah.
Mom,
as your cousin calls you.
We're not doing the backyard boogie, Mom. I'm sorry. We're not doing that.
We're also not going to Ohio, so.
Well, it's funny. When I was in Ohio, I would see a dead cow on the side of the road, right? And so I asked my cousin, I said, so what happens with that? Like, can you just go over there and cut off a leg and keep it pushing or something? No. Like when no. When it first gets hit, I ain't talking about laying there for 3 days.
Oh,
and he told me straight out, nobody can touch it because it's got a brand on it. It's the farmer's responsibility to come over there and remove it. Otherwise, he'll get fined. I'm like, that's a waste of good venison. Man, I would have been right there. Oh, the truck hit it. Okay, Mom, pull over. I got my hacksaw out. Yeah. We're eating for a week. I'm always cracking them kind of morbid jokes, but that's just me and my personality. Growing up, watching a lot of violent TV on the one of 5 channels we used to get.
Well, them folks down south make a nice cuisine off of roadkill. Mess around and get a squirrel or what is it? Hockey? What is it? Hockey? What is that called? It's that big old. I can't remember what it is. It looks like a big gopher, but it's real big. But it's down there. They make stew out of it. No, it's like a. I can't remember. Akibera or
I ain't never heard of that.
Anyway, but they do roadkill out there. If something gets freshly hit, they'll pick it up, a possum or something.
Jake's roadkill done.
Yes, indeed.
You run it over, we'll cook it up for you.
Yeah.
Like, you what's that? Bring your own roadkill.
Right.
I just ran over this squirrel. Put on the grill,
RK. Yep. Yeah, we know you mean it, Marcus. We definitely know it. That's why we recognize you and appreciate
Look, you guys see my face and my looks and everything because, I'm a little bit bougie and that's fine. But absolutely would we not just be getting roadkill at any point.
Yeah, we need to get Toni signed up on that show, Naked and Afraid.
I'm not naked and afraid. I'm not afraid.
Stand that show.
And I'm cool being naked. I hate clothes anyway, but
not the way they do it.
No, there's some things that are just nasty. That's nasty. Like, somebody you just saw the deer get hit and you gonna go slap it in the back of the truck and I know they do that, but I also see on some of these shows where they be getting arrested because it's like, no, you can't. You got to like go through Fish and Game or whatever. But it's like, who would just go and get something that is roadkill and be like, oh, I'm going to take it home, clean it up and cook it and eat it? No, sir, no, ma'am.
Folks down there.
So I used to read Little House on the Prairie books when I was younger. And the way they described going to hunt and preparing the meal, and they didn't have refrigerators, so they would dig a hole in the ground, lay the meat out, salt it. But it sounded so good the way Laura Ingalls wrote it. It's like she almost lived there and was part of that. So, being from Ohio, my grandfather used to take me hunting with him, and I was like the Doberman or the Labrador Retriever. He'd shoot a rabbit, he go over there and get that boy.
The pointer, the setter. There it is. There it is. There it is. Remember the cartoons? They're
doing it. Let me tell you something. I tell my dad all the time, thank you that you left New Orleans and you were in the Air Force.
If you hadn't left New Orleans, you would have been getting that roadkill.
Yes, you would have.
I promise you. I could not have been a Louisiana girl. Now I love
I don't know if you grew up that way.
I come from there and all kind of stuff, right? But from a distance. But I could not have grown up there.
Yeah, you could.
Because when I go and visit family, I be like, get in, get out, 2-3 days. Because I
grew up that way, you would have been fine.
I could not. I could not. I wasn't born for that life. I was born to be a Californian, which I have always been. Okay?
My grandfather cooked squirrel, possum, rabbit, anything he could shoot that was of legal stature.
Ain't doing it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, frog legs taste just like wings.
Oh, frog legs are good.
Now, frog legs are very good. I've had those, and we had them going down there when we were growing up. I'll eat a frog leg, but I'm not going to get a crawfish, a mud bug out the dirt, snap it.
Mud bug.
That's what they call it, mud bug. And sucking it. I don't do crawfish. I like shrimp, but I'm not going to do none of that.
I only do that when I'm in New Orleans. I don't eat pork until I'm in New Orleans. I do whatever it is in New Orleans.
The only
place go to the Asian spots
is in New Orleans, but they got to be char grilled because I'm not eating an oyster any other way. But the stuff my cousins be fishing and getting, and I've had a gator bite, but I'm like, oh, it's okay. But I think about it being a gator, so that messes it up for me. Let me tell you.
Gotta not tell you what it is first.
Let me tell you, when I was married, my ex-husband's mom and grandmother lived in Arkansas, in the sticks, right down in Camden, and we would go visit when my kids were very young, and she had chickens, roosters, all of that. I'm so bad. I would make him go to the store and buy me a dozen eggs at the grocery store because I'm not about to go get an egg from a chicken's butt or from up under no chicken.
Well, where do you think they come from? You think they manufacture them in the factory?
And cook it a hot egg. I was like, absolutely not. Now, mind you, they were brown, they were fresh, all of that. I was like, nope, go give me a dozen white eggs. Because that's what I grew up with. That's what I knew, right?
That picture looked like you about to
Oh, that's the capybara. Yeah.
That's a capybara. That's one of them big old rodents that they eat down there. I'm sorry, I just had to share that.
No, it's
I
okay.
don't remember the name.
That's a big
That's
rodent.
a gigantor.
He's looking like this. Y'all
Like
about
a
to
gigantor guinea pig.
It's the
And so-
largest rodent. Yeah,
They would be like, his
150
grandmother
pounds.
would be like, why are you having him go get you eggs from the grocery store? And I got all the chickens outside. I was like, I'm not eating them eggs. I'm not eating nothing brown. I'm not eating nothing hot.
That's where they come from.
What?
They bleach them.
I get cold eggs from the market, okay?
But just put them in the refrigerator.
White or brown. Mm-mm.
So you
Now,
to this
I
day
had-
don't eat brown eggs?
The minute you eat a
I will
egg,
eat a brown egg, but again, I'm not getting it from under a chicken's butt that it was warm.
You want somebody else to get it first and then hand it to you.
And it's
And
cold.
You gotta have
8 million hands
arm's
have touched
length
it.
transaction.
they done bleached it
Look.
white.
That's my level of bougie or snob, okay? Now I know good and well.
Eggs across America.
I know good and well that brown eggs fresh from a chicken's booty, whatever, that it's been laying on are way better. But I promise you, they were big and all of that, and they were. The yolks were different.
Sounds like a phobia.
I was not eating
Eggophobia.
eggs.
She got brown eggophobia.
Yeah, I did back in the day. I was like, "Oh no, you gotta go," and they were looking at me like, "You absolutely crazy." And I was like, "I will not eat them eggs, and neither will my kids. You will go get me some white eggs from the grocery store." So,
Oh, don't get me started.
I'm
My
much more
grandmother-
evolved now, but I couldn't have done it back then. I
My
didn't.
grandmother told us go out there and feed the chickens and then go get the eggs. And my dumb self. So what happens if I just go get the eggs and don't feed the chickens? She goes, go ahead.
You
Go
get
ahead and
attacked.
do that. Oh man, they was pecking the crap out of
You
me.
get attacked.
I came back, I had pock marks all over my head. She was like, so what did that learn you?
Right. Told you to feed them, then
What
get
did that
the eggs.
learn you?
What did
Yeah,
distract you?
that's how she talked. That learned you, didn't it? I'm like,
But I'm a
yeah.
Cali girl, so you know, a suburban Cali girl, not a country girl, meaning like that. So I could not have done that at all. Mind you, this was 30 years ago, or 35, 38, 37 years ago. But I wouldn't even go out there to get the eggs because them roosters are mean. And I was like, ain't no way you better go get them. You looking at me like that, like, really?
No, they look like y'all about to eat me, huh? Keep that one. Keep that one. That's fine.
Well, anyway, I know we're past an hour already, y'all. I'm gonna go and try to handle this here congestion stuff.
You
This
gonna
kind
eat
of
some eggs today?
huh?
You gonna eat some eggs today?
Not brown, fresh from a chicken booty. That's what I will.
So what happens when you go up to the farm, Boone Ranch?
Oh, I get
Boone
those.
Ranch.
Matter of fact, we're going Sunday. I get those, but they're already in the egg carton. They're not fresh from the chicken butt either, and they're inside.
They are fresh from the chicken, but
No, they're not. They might have been that morning or yesterday.
You mean
But I'm not
fresh,
going
fresh.
and doing like this and taking them home, cooking them. But I do buy the eggs when I go up there. They're green, blue, brown, all
They're
that.
mushroom poop fresh.
That's fine. But they've been cleaned and they're in a crate, thing, and I could do that. See, your mama's with me. Hey, what's that coming up? Yes.
Oh, that's
See?
because they about to become chickens. That's
Barbara
why.
Bacchus is with me on that. Fresh from the farm, butt nugget. See, somebody else gets it. So they got to be cleaned and all of that, and in a carton. And then I will buy them at a refrigerated section in
Butt
somebody's
nuggets.
store.
About to eat some butt nuggets.
We got to see, but somebody out there gets me. Not only your mama, but somebody who did that me. Because people understand.
Oh, my mom is bougie like a mug, boy. She's like,
Good job, Miss
I'm not
Bacchus.
eating
I am.
that. Sorry, I'm not eating that. No, you can go somewhere with that.
That's me. I'd be like,
Ah.
I would have been one of those ladies back in the day. That
The reason
was,
why she got sick is because real farm food is real. It ain't got the preservatives. It ain't got the stuff that your body is used to fighting the process. Then when you get sick, your body like, Wait, it's some real nutrients. What's wrong with it? Take evasive action.
Yeah. So anyway, that's me.
Well, we'd like to thank Edson Monk for coming on. Look around.
What up, Mark? What up, Mark?
Gina M. Harris, who I met at Russell's a couple weeks ago. She's been tuning in on the show. And for all the other people out there in Facebook land, Barbara Backus and Kim Green and Courtney Bonifacini has chimed in.
What's up, Courtney?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I realized last night or early this morning, looking up on the top of a thing in my room, right? And looking at my suitcases. Today's Thursday. I got to fly up north Monday, which means I got to pack some clothes this week. It's only like 3 days, which is good. I won't have to pack a lot. But I got to go to that summit for after the fire. And my flight leaves, I think, at 1:45 or something. And I was just like, oh, I for real better do that. Otherwise, I'm going to be struggling trying to throw stuff in Monday morning.
Well, you know what yesterday was, right?
What? The 3rd?
It was the 3rd of September. That day I'll always remember. That was the day that my daddy died. I saw this guy. He made a meme about it yesterday. He had on the Jerry Curl wig and the song. I said, oh, no, he didn't make one. That was funny. I don't know why my camera does this. It goes blurry. There you go. Back to my original luster.
All right, y'all.
LaWanda Scott just joined. Hey, LaWanda, how you doing?
I'm going to say toodaloo. See you all tomorrow morning. Although I just got invited to a Zoom call from 10 to 11. I was like, that's when my podcast happens. And they were like, oh, well, it's for the Base Studio IO thing. And they were like, oh, well, maybe you can hop on. I was like, yeah, I'll see. So
well, I got
might or might not be here tomorrow. It's a light day.
I got
thank you, Wanda.
A Zoom meeting at 12. I have another meeting here at 1. Then I have another meeting at 3:30. And then after all that, I'm going home.
Today?
Yeah, because that's a lot. I don't like to book stuff on Mondays or Fridays because those are the days I like to either leave early or not be by. So, you know, we're trying to be here for the people. And sometimes I need to be there for me.
Hey, you sound like me and Jamal, except you got coughing and sniffling going on. Good.
Me?
Oh. Yeah.
No, I need some coffee.
All right.
Got a little dry.
Toodaloo. See y'all.
Peace out, y'all.
I'm going to have something funny.
Have a good rest of your day. Okay.
Tony, since you started it, you end it.
Yeah, you end it.
Okay, hold up. Y'all turn your volume down. I'm turning mine down.
Because these do that. I know.
Words and all that get rather loud.
I have to wake you up at the end of the show and say, oh yeah, I watched it all the way to the end.
What else? Oh, it takes a long time. Play.
Yes, it does.